My name's Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here with my review of Captain America Civil War, which it's based on the Civil War storyline from the comics, which I have not read, but thanks to a past video game I played, I am familiar with the story. And if you can guess that game correctly, you are officially my friend. But in this movie, because of events from some of the past movies, as well as events in the movie itself, the government decides to do a registration act, or as they called it, the Sokovia Accords, which pretty much enhanced individuals had to register with the government or they would have to retire. Which this movie, how it brings that, it makes it more personal. It's not political. But you have Iron Man, which he's all for it, which we saw in his first movie. He had stopped making weapons. And then in Age of Ultron, he almost destroyed the world. So you kind of see where he's coming from, being with it. And then you got Captain America, who is anti-registration. Throughout his solo movies, he has changed. First Avenger, he was all for wanting to serve his country. And then in Winter Soldier, finding out that Hydra was inside of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was all for S.H.I.E.L.D. and all for the government. But, it made him less trusting of government people. So you kind of see where he's come from as well. So when you think about it, they are both right in their own ways, but at the same time, they are wrong. So that's one interesting things about that. But there are a few things that I really loved from this movie. One is something I've seen in television shows done before, misdirection, which pretty much you look at one of the trailers and you see the movie. Something doesn't look like what you had pictured it to be, which I love that. And I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie already. So I thought that was awesome to see in this. And also, there was a little bit of a surprise in the movie. Not going to discuss it. Just find out for yourself, because I think it's better that way. And this movie, you kind of did see a little bit of a relationship between Scarlet Witch and Vision start up, because in the comics they had a relationship going on. I know that much about it. And then we have the introduction of two heroes in the MCU with this movie. First, you had Black Panther, which I have to say, they chose the perfect actor for the role. And I love that they gave an explanation on why he's on Team Iron Man. And plus, I think his costume is pretty damn awesome. And it does make me look forward to his movie in 2018. And then you have Spider-Man, which I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people out there, probably adults and kids alike, that were getting excited for Spider-Man, which played by Tom Holland. And after seeing all his parts from the movie, I have to say he was a great pick as Spidey. I mean, how he acted in the movie, it just felt real. Like being around these other heroes, he acted nervous. And, he kind of did a little bit of that Spidey humor in it. And it does make me a little more excited to see Spider-Man Homecoming next year. And he got a round of applause from me, I'd have to say on that. And also, finally, is not just one, but there are two after credit scenes, which I would say that they are both important when it comes to the future of the MCU. And it's like one in the middle, one at the end. Just like it's been in a past movie or two. So that way you know ahead of time. But I had my own prediction on a post-credit scene until it got debunked. that the character wasn't going to be in the movie. But you see, in the movie, we see the return of Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, which we haven't seen him in 8 years. Incredible Hulk. So I thought, hey, he's with the government. In the comics, he becomes the character known as Red Hulk. So I thought, hey, he would want to become like the Hulk, so he would have the power to bring in any hero that isn't registered. I thought so. It seemed to make a little bit of sense in my mind. But hey, even though it was debunked, who knows? Maybe at some point we'll be seeing Red in the future of the MCU. But we won't know until it does indeed happen. But that's pretty much it. My thoughts of the movie. But the final verdict for this would have to be a perfect 5 out of 5, in my personal perspective. This movie, I was looking forward to this movie so much. It's like one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And each year, in when it comes to Marvel Studios, there's always that one Marvel film I love over the rest. And so far, until we see Doctor Strange later on this year, it looks like that's going to be Civil War. And you can let me know your thoughts on the movie as well as your own little rating, no matter if you do a 5 or 10 scale. Just let me know down below, as well as any Easter eggs and whatnot that you noticed in the movie. And also, you can check out my channel for video game related stuff, because my channel's been turning into a video game related channel, which soon I will be trying to do a walkthrough on Uncharted 4. And my name's Jimmy, and until next time, bye.